The sky over Earth darkened suddenly. From the edges of the atmosphere, huge shapes appeared, ships larger than mountains moving with silent grace. They were the Draconian Armada, the most feared fleet in the galaxy. For centuries, stories about the Draconians spread across star systems. They were warriors and conquerors with weapons that could destroy planets and ships that could travel faster than light. Their name alone made other civilizations tremble. People on Earth stared at the sky in fear and wonder. The world's armies and leaders rushed to their positions. Satellites and radars were flooded with signals. Scientists tried to understand why the Armada had come. Was Earth their next target? Was this the end of humanity? Yet something strange happened. The ships did not attack. They did not land. They simply hovered above Earth, their massive dark shapes blocking the sun. Days passed. The Armada remained still. They did not communicate. They did not move. The entire galaxy was watching. News spread quickly through the cosmic networks. Other alien races sent their own scouts to observe Earth. The Draconian Armada was known for destroying entire worlds. If they had chosen Earth, the galaxy expected a terrible war to begin. But the Armada vanished. Just like that. No attack, no message, no explanation. The disappearance was even more shocking. It was not a slow retreat or a quick jump to light. Speed. The ship simply disappeared in the blink of an eye. Sensors detected no explosion or warp signature. They were gone, as if swallowed by the sky itself. Commander Elena Ruiz sat in the control room of the United Earth Defense Command. Her eyes were fixed on the last image of the Armada on the screen. She was one of the top commanders in the world, trained for all kinds of threats. But nothing could prepare her for this. "How do you explain this?" her deputy asked. "No signals, no movement, no trace at all?" Elena shook her head. "It's impossible. Something beyond our science made the Armada vanish. The world's leaders held emergency meetings. The United Nations declared a state of alert. Military forces from every country worked together, but no one could find a clue. The silence from the Draconian fleet was louder than any war cry. Then, strange reports came from around the globe. People said they felt a change in the air, like a quiet power growing inside the Earth itself. Animals acted differently. The weather shifted. Even the night sky looked unfamiliar. Scientists gathered to study these changes. Dr. Malik Chen, a physicist specializing in quantum energy, explained, "There is an energy field surrounding Earth that we never noticed before. It's like a shield, but it's alive in some way. It interacts with space and time. The energy field was weak but expanding. It pulsed with a strange rhythm, almost like a heartbeat, and it seemed to be connected to the Draconian Armada's disappearance. When the ships arrived, the energy grew stronger. When they vanished, it reached a peak. Across the galaxy, alien governments debated. Some believed Earth had discovered an ancient power that even the Draconians feared. Others thought the Armada was testing something or sending a secret message. But no one dared to ignore Earth anymore. Back on Earth, Commander Elena was chosen to lead a special team. Their mission: find out what happened to the Draconian Armada. Her team included experts from many fields: scientists, soldiers, and diplomats. They would work in secret to protect humanity and understand the unknown force. Elena looked at her new team. "This is not just about Earth anymore," she said. "The whole galaxy is watching us. We must be ready for anything." At night, under the quiet stars, the Earth's hidden energy pulsed gently beneath the surface. It waited. It was as if the planet itself was waking up. And far beyond the stars, the galaxy held its breath. The sudden disappearance of the Draconian Armada left the galaxy puzzled. But on Earth, the mystery became a pressing question for Commander Elena Ruiz and her special team. The task force had been formed quickly, a mix of the best scientists, soldiers, and explorers, all united under one goal: to find out what had happened to the feared Armada and why they vanished so suddenly over Earth. Elena stood in the command center, staring at the images captured by the satellites. The empty space where the Armada had been was still filled with unanswered questions. How could such massive ships vanish without a trace? No signs of explosions, No signals of a warp jump. Nothing. We have to start from the beginning, said Dr. Malik Chen, the physicist. He adjusted his glasses as he studied the data. There is something unusual happening on Earth itself. The energy field we detected before has grown stronger. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. Elena nodded. If this energy caused the Armada to vanish, we need to understand its source. The team planned a mission to send a probe into the energy field surrounding Earth. The probe was equipped with the most advanced sensors and cameras, designed to analyze the strange force that shielded the planet. When the probe entered the field, it began sending back strange readings, waves of energy that bent light and time in ways no one understood. Suddenly, the probe sent a final message before losing contact. Entering unknown dimension. The room went silent. Elena broke the silence. A dimension? Are you saying the energy field is connected to another place? Dr. Chen nodded slowly. It's possible. The field may be a kind of gateway, or a bubble where the laws of physics are different. The discovery shocked the team. If Earth was surrounded by a hidden dimension, it could explain how the Draconian Armada disappeared. Maybe the ships were pulled into this strange space without warning. As the team worked, strange things began to happen on Earth's surface. In remote places, people reported seeing strange lights in the sky. Animals acted nervously. Weather patterns shifted unpredictably. It was as if Earth itself was changing. Elena received a report from one of her field agents stationed near an ancient archaeological site in Central Asia. The agent had found new ruins buried beneath the earth, ruins that had never been discovered before. These ruins are different, the agent said over the secure line. They have strange symbols that glow faintly. It looks like advanced technology mixed with ancient stonework. Elena immediately sent a team of archaeologists and scientists to the site. When they arrived, they found structures carved deep into the rock, filled with strange machines and holographic images. The symbols were unlike any known language but seemed to describe energy and space. One scientist, Dr. Priya Singh, studied the symbols carefully. These are blueprints or instructions, she said. They talk about controlling energy fields and bending space-time. This civilization understood something far beyond our current knowledge. Elena's team realized the ruins belonged to a lost civilization, one that had lived on Earth long before humans. This ancient race may have created the energy field that protected the planet. Back in the command center, Elena gathered her team. This changes everything, she said. Earth is not just a simple planet. It holds secrets that could change the balance of power in the galaxy. Meanwhile, in the stars, other civilizations took notice. Some sent envoys to Earth, hoping to learn more about the mysterious power. Others grew nervous, fearing that Earth might become a threat. Among the visitors was Ambassador Kale, a diplomat from the peaceful Starborn Alliance. Kyle arrived with a small delegation and requested a meeting with Elena. Commander Ruiz, Kale said, bowing respectfully. The Starborn Alliance is concerned about the sudden change in Earth's status. We come in peace but wish to understand the source of this power. Elena welcomed the delegation. We want peace too, she replied, but we must protect Earth and its people. We are still learning about the energy field and what it means for all of us. Kale nodded thoughtfully. The galaxy has many dangers. If Earth has awakened something ancient, we must be careful. As days passed, Elena's team worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of the energy field. New technology began to emerge, combining Earth's own science with the ancient knowledge found in the ruins. A breakthrough came when the team discovered that the energy field could be controlled and shaped. It was not just a shield, but a living force, responding to certain signals and commands. Elena stood before her team one evening. This is our chance, she said. We can use this power to protect Earth and show the galaxy that humanity is ready to take its place among the stars. But there was a warning. The energy field was unpredictable. If misused, it could cause great harm. The Draconian Armada had vanished for a reason. They feared what Earth might unleash. As night fell, Elena looked up at the stars. The galaxy was watching. The Draconians had disappeared, but they would not forget. The balance of power was shifting, and Earth was at the center of it all. The ruins beneath Earth's surface whispered secrets from a time long gone. As Elena Ruiz and her team dug deeper, they found themselves standing at the edge of a mystery older than humanity itself. The ancient civilization that once lived on Earth was not like any other. They were advanced beyond imagination, their technology woven into the very fabric of the planet. The strange energy field that had surrounded Earth, causing the Draconian armada to vanish, was a gift or perhaps a warning from these forgotten beings. Dr. Priya Singh led the research team inside the ruins. The air was cool and still, lit only by the faint glow of symbols etched into the walls. Machines hummed softly, awakening after thousands of years of silence. "We are standing in the heart of their power," Priya said, her voice filled with awe. "This place controls the energy field. It's a living system connected to Earth itself." Elena studied the strange machines. "If this energy is alive, can it be controlled? Can it protect us?" Priya nodded. "Yes, but it responds only to certain signals. It's as if the planet remembers the ancient ones and their commands." Meanwhile, strange things were happening. On the surface, people across Earth began to experience sudden changes. Some felt stronger, faster, or sharper. Others reported vivid dreams filled with strange symbols and stars. One night, Elena herself felt the change. She woke to find a quiet energy flowing through her veins, a power she had never known. She was not alone. Others in her team reported similar experiences. The ancient energy was awakening in humans, changing them. Scientists called this phenomenon the awakening. It was as if the ancient civilization had left a legacy in the DNA of humanity, a hidden code waiting to be unlocked. At a secret research facility, Dr. Chen analyzed the changes. "The energy is rewriting human biology," he explained. "It's giving some people abilities beyond normal limits, enhanced reflexes, faster healing, even new ways of thinking. This power was not a simple gift. It came with responsibility." Elena knew that if the awakening spread, it could change the fate of humanity forever. But not everyone welcomed the change. Governments around the world grew nervous. Some feared that those with new abilities could become dangerous. Others saw an opportunity to control or weaponize the awakening. Elena faced a difficult choice. "We must protect those who awaken," she said firmly. "This is the future of humanity. We cannot let fear destroy what is happening." As the awakening spread, new leaders emerged, people with extraordinary talents and vision. They helped Elena build a new defense force, one that combined human skill with ancient energy. In the stars, news of Earth's transformation spread quickly. Some alien civilizations grew worried. If humans were awakening powers that even the Draconians feared, Earth would no longer be an easy target. The Draconian armada, thought to be lost, was not gone forever. Reports came of small Draconian ships returning to the outskirts of the galaxy, watching Earth closely. Elena prepared her team for what might come. "We don't know why they vanished, but they will be back. And next time, they may not hesitate." The ancient ruins continued to reveal more secrets. One day, Elena's team discovered a hidden chamber deep inside the Earth. Inside was a massive device, glowing with energy, a beacon. "It's a call," Priya said, her eyes wide. "A message to the stars. The ancient civilization left this for those who could awaken the power." Elena looked at the glowing beacon. "Then it's time to send our own message." The awakening was not just a beginning for humanity, it was a challenge to the galaxy, and the stars held their breath. The discovery of the ancient beacon beneath the Earth sent ripples far beyond the blue planet. Across the galaxy, powerful eyes turned toward Earth, some with curiosity, others with fear. The news of the Draconian armada's disappearance and Earth's sudden awakening spread like wildfire through star systems near and far. Commander Elena Ruiz stood in the war room, surrounded by her team and new allies from distant worlds. The Starborn Alliance had sent reinforcements, diplomats, and scientists to help humanity understand and control the energy field. But not everyone in the galaxy welcomed Earth's rise. Ambassador Kyle from the Starborn Alliance spoke solemnly. Many civilizations see Earth as a threat now. The power you have awakened could shift the balance of power in the galaxy. The Draconians were wise to fear it. Elena nodded. Then we must prepare. We don't want war, but we will defend ourselves. The Galactic Council, a powerful group made of representatives from many star systems, convened in the orbit of a distant gas giant. They debated Earth's sudden rise. Some argued that humanity was too young and reckless to hold such power. Others believed Earth's awakening was a sign of hope, a new force to balance the ancient wars. Meanwhile, smaller factions and mercenary groups grew bolder. They sent ships toward Earth's borders, testing defenses and spying on the planet's new powers. Elena's team worked day and night to strengthen Earth's security. On Earth, humanity was changing fast. The awakening spread like a wave, unlocking abilities in more and more people. Some could control energy, others could heal, quickly or think faster than ever before. Elena's new defense force, called the Earth Guard, was formed from these awakened individuals. They trained in ancient techniques combined with modern technology, learning to control the energy field that protected their home. But the greatest threat was still out there: the Draconian Armada. Though they had vanished, small Draconian scout ships began to reappear at the edges of the galaxy, watching, waiting. One day, Elena received a warning. A Draconian fleet is moving toward Earth, her intelligence officer said grimly. Elena's heart raced. The moment they feared was coming. She called an emergency meeting. They are coming back, we must be ready. The Earth Guard prepared for battle. Ships were armed, defenses were raised, and the ancient energy was focused into powerful weapons. Humanity was no longer the weak planet it had been. As the Draconian fleet approached, the stars seemed to hold their breath. The first clash was brutal. The Draconian ships were powerful, but the Earth Guard fought with courage and a strength born of awakening. Energy shields shimmered and weapons fired with precision. Elena commanded from the flagship, her voice calm but firm. Hold the line. Protect Earth. The battle lasted for hours. The Earth Guard used their new powers to turn the tide. The Draconians had never faced an enemy like this, a planet united, powered by an ancient force they could not understand. In the end, the Draconian fleet was forced to retreat. They left behind damaged ships and unanswered questions. Why had Earth become so strong? What had awakened this new power? The galaxy watched the battle and whispered a new truth. Humanity was no longer a target for conquest. They were a rising power. Back on Earth, Elena stood on a hill looking up at the stars. The battle was won, but the war had just begun. The galaxy has changed, she said quietly, and we will shape its future. Earth had survived its first true test. The Draconian fleet had come back expecting an easy victory. Instead, they had been forced to retreat. Humanity, once seen as weak and unprepared, had changed. The energy hidden deep in Earth had awakened, not only the planet, but also its people. Commander Elena Ruiz knew this was just the beginning. The Earth Guard was growing stronger every day. More people were awakening new abilities. Some could sense danger before it arrived. Others could understand machines with just a touch. A few could even connect to the strange energy field that wrapped around the planet, controlling it like a gentle current. But even with all their strength, questions remained. Why had the Draconian Armada truly come to Earth? What was the source of the ancient energy? And most importantly, who were the beings that had left this great power behind? One morning, Dr. Priya Singh rushed into the command center, holding a glowing crystal from the ruins. "Commander, we found a map," she said, eyes wide with excitement. "It's inside the crystal." The energy responded to one of the awakened guards. When he held it, the map lit up. Everyone gathered around the table as the map hovered above it, a star chart with hundreds of light points. But one point in the center pulsed brightly. It was not Earth. "This isn't just a map," Priya explained. "It's a guide. I believe the Ancient Ones didn't only protect Earth, They left something out there. Something important. Elena studied the map. Then we must find it. The council quickly approved the mission. A special starship, the Pathfinder, was prepared. It was equipped with human technology and enhanced with ancient energy systems. The ship was fast, silent, and strong. Elena, Priya, and a small team of Earth Guard members would take the journey. Their destination was a planet called Elysian 9, located deep in a quiet corner of the galaxy. As they traveled through space, the crew felt the strange pull of the map crystal. It almost seemed to guide them, adjusting their course as if it were alive. After many days, they reached Elysian 9. The planet was beautiful and untouched, covered with silver forests, blue rivers, and sky-high crystal towers. It looked like no one had been there for thousands of years, but the ancient technology was still working. As the team explored the surface, they found a great hall buried beneath a mountain. Inside, a glowing mural showed the history of the Ancient Ones. They were tall, graceful beings, peaceful and wise. They had traveled across galaxies, planting seeds of knowledge and energy on young worlds, including Earth. They didn't just visit Earth, Priya whispered. They protected it. They trusted it. At the center of the hall was a tall stone pillar. Elena placed her hand on it. The pillar lit up, and a voice filled the air. Calm, timeless. To those who have awakened the Earth's heart, we welcome you. You are the heirs of a promise long ago. The galaxy faces a great shadow, and you are the light that must rise. The team stood silently. The message continued. The Draconians were once our students, but they chose the path of power, not peace. Their return means the shadow grows stronger. You must unite the galaxy before it is too late. Elena stepped back, her mind racing. The truth was bigger than anyone had imagined. Earth's awakening was not an accident. It was part of a plan set in motion long ago. The ancient race had seen a future where darkness would rise again. They had hidden their knowledge, waiting for a time when a new generation, humanity, could stand against it. Back on Earth, news of the mission spread. People felt a new purpose. They were not just protecting Earth anymore. They were part of something greater, but not all were happy. The Draconians, hiding in the shadows of space, watched the discovery with growing fear. Their leaders, once silent, now argued. One young commander named Valor saw what was coming. He spoke to the Draconian High Council. The humans have changed. If we keep fighting them, we may lose everything. Perhaps we should listen. But others disagreed. They are a threat. We must strike before they grow stronger. The stars were beginning to divide. Back on the Pathfinder, Elena and her crew prepared to return home. They carried with them knowledge, hope, and a message from a forgotten race. Before they left Elysian 9, Priya stood alone in the Great Hall, touching the mural once more. They believed in us before we even existed, she whispered. Now, it's our turn. The ship turned toward Earth, and across the galaxy, light began to shine in the places where fear once ruled. Humanity had found its purpose. But the final test still waited in the shadows. The Pathfinder returned to Earth carrying more than just explorers and knowledge. It carried hope for the entire galaxy. Commander Elena Ruiz and her team had discovered the truth. Earth's power was a gift from an ancient race, a tool meant to protect life from a rising shadow. The shadow was no longer distant. The Draconian Armada, once feared and powerful, was gathering strength. Their leaders fought among themselves, but their desire to crush Earth and take its power was clear. The galaxy stood at a crossroads. Elena knew that the future depended on one thing: unity. Earth could not stand alone. The ancient race had warned of this. Only together could the galaxy survive what was coming. Back on Earth, Elena called a historic meeting. Leaders from the Starborn Alliance, representatives from many alien worlds, and the newly awakened humans gathered. The stars themselves seemed to watch as old enemies talked and planned. I know there is fear, Elena said, her voice steady. But we cannot let fear divide us. The Draconians want us apart. We must join forces, share knowledge, and stand as one. The room was silent for a moment. Then, one by one, leaders stood and agreed. A new alliance was born, one built on trust, respect, and the shared goal of peace. But peace would not come easily. As the alliance formed, Draconian forces launched attacks on several border worlds. They tried to break the new unity with fear and violence. But the alliance was ready. The Earthguard and their allies fought not just with weapons, but with the ancient energy that now flowed through their beings. Battles were fierce but careful, no unnecessary destruction. They fought to protect life, not to destroy it. During one battle near a moon called Viridia, Elena led a small team into the heart of a Draconian base. Their goal was to find the source of the Draconians' new power, a dark energy device that was draining life from the planets they conquered. The mission was dangerous. The base was heavily guarded, and the dark energy made the air heavy and cold. But Elena and her team pressed on, guided by the light of the ancient energy inside them. They found the device, a black crystal pulsing with evil power. Elena touched it, and the energy inside her flared bright and warm. She focused, and with a surge, the dark crystal shattered into dust. The power of light had destroyed the shadow. Back on Earth, the victory was celebrated, but Elena reminded everyone that the war was not yet over. The Draconians will return, she said, but we are stronger, we are united, and we carry the light of a new dawn. The Alliance worked together to heal the damage done to the border worlds. They shared knowledge, rebuilt cities, and helped the awakened beings learn to control their new powers. Elena stood on the surface of Earth one evening looking at the stars. The sky was clear, filled with shining points of light. Each star was a world, a home, a friend. The galaxy had learned something new, that even in the darkest times, hope could shine bright. Earth, once seen as weak and unimportant, had become a beacon of light. And the Draconian Armada? They were no longer a force of fear. They were a reminder of what happens when power is used for destruction instead of protection. Elena smiled softly. The stars hold their breath no more, she whispered, because now we hold the future.